Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Before taking the new part of the lesson, how a client was saved, which is written by Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, I want to repeat some important points of the previous passage that I had already explained. Parsi Rustamji was Gandhiji's client and co-worker. He first became his co-worker and then client. The second point, Parsi Rustamji has so much confidence in Gandhiji that he accepted his correct treatment during his illness. The third important point that you must remember, dear students, Parsi Rustamji did not expose this thing to Gandhiji that he was involved in smuggling. The fourth important point, the custom officials did not check the goods of Parsi Rustamji. The last point that you must remember, dear students, they did not take the notes of his smuggling. Dear students, let's take the new part of the lesson. But to use the telling simile of the Gujarati poet, a good theft like quicksilver won't be suppressed, and Parsi Rustamji proved no exception. The good friend can post-haste me, the tears rolling down his cheeks as he said, "Why, I have deceived you. My guilt has been discovered today. I have smuggled and I am doomed. I must go to jail and be ruined. You alone may be able to save me from this predicament. I have kept back nothing else from you, but I thought I ought not to bother you with such tricks of the trade, and so I never told you about this smuggling. But now how much I repented." Dear students, what the writer has said in this paragraph, but to use the telling simile of the Gujarati poet, a good theft like quicksilver. In this line, the theft is compared with the quicksilver. Quicksilver means mercury. Dear students, it is metal. It is compared, theft is compared with the quicksilver. Theft means, dear students, robbery. It is compared with quicksilver by the Gujarati poet, which won't be suppressed, which won't be kept hidden. And Parsi Rustamji's proved no exception means he proved no special case in the theft. He is included in the theft. The good friend ran post-haste to me, the tears rolling down his cheeks as he said, "Why, I have deceived you." The good friend here refers to Parsi Rustamji. He immediately ran to Gandhiji. He was in tears when he was in trouble. "Why, I have deceived you." Parsi Rustamji admitted that he had kept him in the dark. He did not expose this thing to Gandhiji earlier that he was involved in smuggling. Dear students, deceive means cheat, or another word is deceit. Gandhiji was deceived by Rustamji. My guilt has been discovered. Now his guilt has been exposed now. It has been come to light. I have smuggled and I am doomed. He confessed his guilt before Gandhiji. Now that he has smuggled and he is certain to be ruined and he would be sent to jail. You alone may be able to save me from this predicament. Parsi Rustamji knew that only Gandhiji can save him from this predicament. Predicament means, dear students, difficult situation. When his guilt is exposed, Parsi Rustamji was now in difficult situation that he had only hope in Gandhiji now who can save him from this predicament. I have kept back nothing else from you, but I thought I ought not to bother you with such tricks of trade. Gandhiji did not want to worry him with this thing that he called his smuggling tricks of trade. What means tricks of trade? It is a phrase, dear students. Tricks of trade means ways of attracting customers. Tricks of trade means gaining advantage over his merchants. Advantage over his merchants. By doing smuggling, he wanted to take the advantage of his merchants, that he can earn a lot through this. But now, how much I repented? Gandhiji said that he repented very much about his wrongdoings. What means repent? Repent means, dear students, regret. Regret. He repents about his wrongdoings. He regrets about his wrongdoings, about his guilt, we can say also. I calmed him and said, to save or not save you is in his hands. As to me, you know my way, I can but try to save you by means of confession. Gandhiji told Rustomji to save or not to save him in his hands. Here, the writer has used it as capital. Why? It means it is in the hands of God, that who can save him from this predicament, from this difficult situation. As to me, you know my way, I can but try to save you. How Gandhiji can save him? By means of confession. It means he has to make the confession of his guilt. Confession. Dear students, confession means admission. Admission. Confession means acknowledgement. He has to make the acknowledgement of his guilt, of his wrongdoing. In this way, Gandhiji can save you.